Hello and welcome back to Friday Night Magic here on StephenPlays. Last week we took on the Ghoul Callers, which was everyone's favorite baseball team. Today we are playing as Jace, presumably, and we are taking on Angels? Pretty sure Angels, because at the end of episode 3, Jace looked up in the sky and was like, dude, that's Angels! So I guess that we're fighting White today. I don't know, but we're going to find out. The final pages of the mysterious journal led Jace to the doors of the foreboding Thraben Cathedral. The ground is broken, and the once proud gleaming spires are warped and twisted. The townspeople and Cathars of Thraben swarm around Jace. Their paranoid suspicions quickly give way to violence. Yeah, I'd say that it's safe to say that we're going to be fighting White today. Thraben's town people. So that's what we're fighting. So maybe we're not fighting. There might be angels in here. I don't know. Opponent plays first. That is too much land. We also have just the wind. More like just the waves, because that's all we seem to have. And also sleep. Draw a new hand. Of course, we're either mana flooded or mana screwed. Island, Fogbank, Illusionary Servant, Drown Yard Explorers, just the wind, Nagging Thoughts. The thing is, this is actually a pretty good hand. But we'd have to draw an island, and there's no guarantee. Now, the advantage, I guess, is that the opponent plays first, so we could draw an island. But there's no guarantee. That's scary. That's very, very scary. Am I willing to risk it? Well, in the past, when I've risked it, I've been screwed. But today will be different. I feel confident. Keep hand. I may have done a bad thing. I don't know. We'll see. Go to second main. You are playing something. Town Gossip Monger, a 1/1 human. Tap an untapped creature you control to transform the Town Gossip Monger. And where's my card? There we go. And it turns into Incited Rabble, a 2/3. It attacks each combat of Fable. Pay 2, and it gets +1 until end of turn. Oh, dear God. So this sucks. I didn't get an island, so, yeah. Now it's in Heaven's hands. Next turn we have to draw an island or everything starts going downhill. But I really hate to go to 6 cards. Just really, really hate going to 6 cards. They are playing an Unruly Mob. 1/1, whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Unruly Mob. That sounds like a fun deck. Kinda wish I was playing that deck. Please be an island, please be an island, please be an... Oh my God, thank you, Lord. All right, island goes in. Fogbank is probably the thing that should go in. Definitely, Fogbank's in. Fogbank can hold off the Unruly Mob for a little bit. That's not the end of our problems, though. We need to continue getting islands in order to play some more of our cards. And they have... What is it? Incited Rabble. And it has to attack each turn of Fable. So that's exciting. We're going to block the 2/3 and let the 1/1 pass through. Move aside and let the 1/1 through. Let the 1/1 through. Move aside and let the 1/1 through. Let the 1/1... Oh God, another one? You can't have 2 Unruly Mobs. Are they unrelated? They unrelated? They're one's like mobbing about one issue and one's mobbing about the other? Alright, I did not get what I wanted, which is unfortunate. But I do have a Nagging Thoughts, and that could be extremely helpful right now, because that could get me an island. Let's do that. So this is going out. 1 goes into my hand. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. But right now I need the island more. So that goes away, and I have an island, thank God. So we can put the island in. Can't do anything with it right now, unless we get into a bind with Madness. We could use just the wind. But I had to do something. I had to use that up. So that thing, once again, it has to attack each turn of Fable. So we're going to block here and take 2. It's just a little damage. It's not a big deal. I believe we should probably work on taking out the Unruly Mobs first, because if other creatures die, they'll start getting stronger, and that could be a problem. And now they have a Pious Evangel. a 2/2 human cleric creature. Whenever Pious Evangel or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Pay 2 and tap the Pious Evangel, and then sacrifice another permanent, dear God, to transform the Pious Evangel to Wayward Disciple. 2/4. Oh, I love how that art is so similar. That is cool. Whenever Wayward Disciple or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. A lot of transformation in Shadows over Innistrad. So that's fun. Good. Very good. We got another fog bank. That's actually swell. That's actually very, very cool. Getting the Reckless Scholar out would be a good idea too, because then we could start getting exactly what we needed. Wouldn't mind that. But having 2 fog banks seems really, really helpful. Illusionary Servant flying. Whenever it becomes its target spell ability, sacrifice it, but it's a 3/4. Can they have anything that can really target us? No, not really. Do we want fog bank or the Illusionary Servant? We should get the servant in now, because the servant's going to be summoning sick, and we can start attacking with it next turn. They don't have any flyers, so that seems like a really good option. Actually, we'll be able to kill that I was going to say we can actually kill this guy because they have to swing every turn, and they're 2/3. We could take him out with the Illusionary Servant. The thing that sucks is that the mobs are going to go from 1/1s to 2/2s, and that's unfortunate. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's get this out. As far as I can tell, as far as as checking on everything, they don't have anything that can target my guys. Now, if they do, then the servant's gone. There's no way that I can get around that, but that's alright. So that thing has got to attack. Ooh! Interesting. Whenever Pious Evangel or another creature you enters blah 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 blah. 2 do sacrifice another transform Pious Evangel. They can't tap him because he's already tapped. I know, game. Yes, I'm gonna block. Okay, so clearly I want to take out like the 2/3, right? It's bad news. The thing is, if I take out these guys, they don't get any bigger, and that could be very, very helpful. And this guy becomes a 2/4, and then he's doing other bullcrap too, so taking him out would be a good idea as well. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is... It may seem counterintuitive, but I kind of want to take out the 1/1s, because they can start getting bigger, and I don't really want that to happen. But this guy is also capable of transforming, and right now he doesn't have a way to transform, so I think that's actually my best option. This guy will be used here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Now, that's still going to kill off that 2/2. And the problem is that means the Unruly mobs are each going to get +1/+1 counters. But it is what it is. So that activates. They become bigger. It is sad, but I can still deal with it. True Faith Sensor. An equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. As long as equipped creature is a human, it gets an additional +1 power, and it has an equip cost of 2. They paid 2 to get it on the field. They can pay 2 more to equip it if they'd like. And they are choosing to... Oh, God. Oh, okay. Huh. Welp. That's... unfortunate. Just the win. Return target creature to its owner's hand. That's feeling pretty good right now. Because that 4/4 can attack each turn if able. Now, I can hold him off with the fog bank. I can do that. Now, I've even got another fog bank. It just sucks. Really sucks. Aberrant Researcher is probably the thing I want to get in right now, because I want to give that as much time as possible to transform into that flying 5/4. It's going to help me immensely. There's also these guys. When it enters the battlefield, investigate, which means to put the colorless clue artifact token onto the battlefield with pay 2, sacrifice it to draw a card. That's also helpful, but not as good as this for right now. Yeah, let's do this. There we are. Head to the attack step. This is troublesome. It wants me to attack with the 3-4, but I'd rather use that to kill off one of the unruly mobs. Yeah, but the thing is, the unruly mobs probably aren't going to swing at me now, are they? That's okay. I think I'm just going to wait. It's all about control with blue. It's all about control. I need to be doing some damage, but I've got more stuff on the way. I've got an entire handful of awesome cards. I'm going to skip the attack. That thing has to attack. The other things are choosing not to attack. It's probably obvious, but I am going to block here. Confirm block. Nothing happens. Everyone lives a peaceful life. In second main, they are playing Cathar's Companion, a hound. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Cathar's Companion gains indestructible until end of turn. Awesome. Wow. Okay. So that's dumb. Alright, let's see what we got here. Come on, transformation. It did not. But we did get another Reckless Scholar. We are not getting additional land, but that's okay. Another Fog Bank would probably help us out a lot. Yeah. Yeah. A 2-4 would be helpful as well. Yeah, I think I might want the 2-4 out. The Fog Bank is not ever going to... It doesn't matter if it's summoning sick or not, because it's never going to attack anyway. But having this out could be helpful. I'm going to do that. The Fog Bank is probably next on my list to get out, especially if I can get another land. I also get the Clue token, or artifact. So now what do I want to do? The game, of course, really wants me to swing. I really want to play it safe. I need more creatures before I go swinging wildly. I can do 3 damage. It's going to swing with the 4-4. I'm going to block with the Fog Bank. It might swing with the 3-1. I can block with the Drown Yard. You know, if anything, I can actually swing with this. This is my safe spot. I can... Because everything else can, like, kill that, so I don't want that to happen. But I can at least do that, sure. I'm willing to get some damage in. Do 3 damage, take him down to 18. I feel comfortable with that, and it's all about feeling comfortable. That makes me feel alright, so I'm doing that. Okay, they still have 4 land. Is that changing? It changed. And they have 5 land. They should be able to do most everything in white. Unless there's some really crazy high-cost angel. They've chosen to attack with just the 1. And best thing for me to do is continue to block with this guy. The curious thing for me now is to see what they do in second main. Second main, here it is. It is a Harvest Hand, a 2/2 Scarecrow artifact creature. When Harvest Hand dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. Okay? And it transforms into a Scrounged Scythe, which is an equipment. Interesting, it goes from a creature to an equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. As long as equipped creature is a human, it has Menace, which means it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Okay. Not a huge threat, but it's another equipment. And that's never fun. Okay, please transform. It did not, but we did get another one. I mean, the more of these I can get out onto the field, the better. The more chances I have of hitting a transformation. Could also get out a Fog Bank. I do like the Fog Banks. But these guys have actually been doing some dirty work for me. They're actually starting to attack. Of course, the opponent is also playing a lot more creatures as well, so this is a problem. And I can really benefit from getting Reckless Scholar out, because then I could start choosing what to do. I'm putting another one in. Not going to be any problem having more creatures. Not right now. Okay, I think my plan is going to remain the same. Keep the 3-4 back for blocking, but swing with the 3-2. It's another 3 damage that brings us to some level of equality, right? There we go. 15-15. Feels a little bit better. My end step, and the opponent's turn. Let's see what the opponent's got. Once again, have to swing with that. Are they swinging with anything else? They are. That is worrisome. The reason that's worrisome is it says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Cathar's Companion gains indestructible until end of turn. So, it's a 3-1, but if they cast a spell during the block step, then that little guy's going to become a indestructible dude. Well, that's the obvious first block. And honestly, that block makes sense too. I mean, 3 can't kill my 4, but I can kill his 1, and if he can't become indestructible, then he dies. I'm not really, at this point, I'm not even sure why he attacked, unless they've got some sort of instant that does something really cool and useful. Yeah, confirm block. I have no idea what's about to happen. I think all that happened is I killed the dog. Oh, but they unruly... Oh, that's right, unruly mob. Maybe they were setting me up because they just wanted bigger guys. That son of a gun. Militant Inquisitor, a 2/3 human cleric. Militant Inquisitor gets +1 power for each equipment you control, which is currently 1? It's currently 1, but when that scarecrow dies, it'll be an additional 1. Oh, they're equipping it. Okay. Did it transform? No. Did the other one transform? No. Darn it. But we did get an additional island, which can help us play a little bit more stuff. Reckless Scholar and Fogbank seems obvious. We could also do this to draw a card. Guess we have to decide what's more important. Fogbank seems really important. Reckless Scholar seems really important. I think both are really important. We should probably do both. The other thing is just the wind can help us. That can untransform cards. It can also get rid of the tokens. So if these guys start getting a little unruly, because that's in their name, they're unruly mobs, we can do that, and then they go back to the hand. When they come back out, they're going to be back to the start. This thing, sending that back is not going to do us a whole lot of good. Alright, well, the obvious choice is Fogbank, I think. Seems good. Creatures with Defender can't attack. Okay. Now, we have to remember about Madness. We can use Reckless Scholar to discard these cards and then play them for their Madness costs. If we do that, we'll be able to send some of their stuff back, like the Unruly Mobs. That seems like a good plan, so we should probably go ahead and get this guy in as well. Now we got a whole board full of awesome, and I'm feeling good. We'll move to the attack step. We have a lot of different stuff to block now. We have 2 Fog Banks. I'm going to continue with my plan from before. Attack here, and I would say also attack here. That's 6 damage. That's a good solid bit of damage. Yeah, I'm going to Fog Bank the 5/4 for sure. I don't even have to Fog Bank the 2/3 anymore. I can just kill them off with the Drowned Explorers, although that's going to make the Unruly Mob bigger, although that doesn't matter, because if I use just the wind, then everything will be okay. Yeah, this seems okay. And they can't block me. Is this guy Vigilant? Is that what that symbol is? He gets +1. Yeah, Vigilant. Okay. No one has reach, right? So no one can stop me. Confirm attack. All right, 6 damage in the air. Obviously no blockers. Damage comes through. 3 and 3 down to 9. We have to zoom out a little bit because we got so much stuff going on. Okay, another land. Okay. Interesting. They changed the equipment again. Certainly you're swinging with it, right? Oh yeah, you're swinging with a few things. Okay, well, here's the deal. I have 2 fog banks, so the fog bank's gonna block the 5-4. Instead of fog banking the other 2, I think I might just kill them off. I think I actually prefer that. Yeah, I'm gonna use the 2-4 and straight up kill the 2-3 off. And then the 2-2 doesn't have anything special going on, right? It's just when it dies, it returns to the battlefield as an equipment. I think I'm going to kill that off too. And I can do that with the 3-4. This seems friggin' fine. And also, they seem bad at the game. Okay, so that works in my favor. Finally takes... Oh, wait! Oh my god, I'm bad at math. Wow, I thought the Drownyard Explorer was going to kill the 2-3. I could have assigned the other guy to it. I switched the order. That was really dumb. Wow, that was really dumb. I am bad at numbers. That could have went how I wanted it to go, but instead it went in reverse because I'm an idiot. Wow, that really sucks. Well... It's not the end of the world, but I am not particularly happy with what just happened. That was a huge mistake on my part. I had my two guys switched. If they would have been the other way around, I would have done exactly what I was trying to do, but I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. Welp. I gotta come up with a new plan then. They only have 9 health. But they're getting some big guys. They're getting some big guys that are going to be really hard to deal with. I still got 2 fog banks, so I have great board position. Plus, they only have 1 card in hand. But they need to be careful. I can use my Reckless Scholar, and I can, when I do that, I can Madness, which seems like a really good plan. If I Madness, so what am I trying to Madness exactly? This guy gets... Whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Unruly Mob. Okay, so that's how they got so big to begin with. So that seems like the guy to give a dirt nap to. So let's do that. Draw a card and discard a card. And that's going to be me. So I draw a card. The card I drew is... What did I draw? Pour over the pages. Draw 3 cards, untap up to 2 lands, then discard a card. That's a great card. So we're going to discard this, which will allow us to play its Madness cost, which we will do. And now, we get a chance to return a creature to its owner's hand, and yes, we are going to go for the 6/5. So that happens for the cost of just 1. It's back to its owner's hand, the equipment is unequipped, and I feel frickin' fantastic! That seemed like a good play, especially after the idiocy that I had just a moment ago. So we still have Just the Wind. We got the Sturmgeist, but we don't have enough land to play that. I'm really interested in playing this. If we had 6 land, we could play this and then also use this for its Madness cost, which seems like a good play as well. Yeah, actually, this seems like the most appropriate thing to do, honestly. There's not really anything else I can do over here. I don't really need another Reckless Scholar in. So yeah, let's do this. Let's draw a card. And the card I get is another Illusionary Servant. Hey, flying power, I will take it. We have Just the Wind that we can still use, but it's really not necessary at this point. I've got the Fog Banks to hold everyone off. We'll continue. And I will not make the same blocking mistakes this time. I will not do it. So one of my guys transformed, which is fantastic. Also, I won the game. I wasn't paying attention. But I won the game. I can swing, and the game is showing me there, I can swing for 11, and they only have 9. So that seems like a good thing to do, is to win the game. Now, if they can do something crazy, then I guess we'll find out, but I kind of doubt it. There's the damage, that's it. 3, 5... and 3. Even if my guy hadn't transformed, that still would have been 9. It still would have been enough to win. Flyers, man. But we did good. We did it good on the control side. I definitely missed my mark a few moments ago when I signed the blockers wrong. But otherwise, things went pretty okay. Madness is great. I love Madness. It's such a good and fun game mechanic. Especially because it works both ways. Like, if the opponent is making you discard cards, then it works. But there's a lot of cards in this set where you're discarding your own stuff. And it's like, there's no downside to it, you know? It's like, oh, I get to discard something? Actually, I'm playing a card, and it's cheaper, and that's really neat. Anyway. Inside Thraben's cavernous cathedral, Jace spies a pale, slight figure wreathed by floating scrolls. She pores over one of the strange, warped formations. She suddenly looks up, startled from her own investigation. She is the moonfolk scholar Tamio, author of the mysterious journal that fell into Jace's hands. As Jace approaches, a long shadow eclipses the light overhead. Suddenly, he is overwhelmed by vertigo and the raw, metallic smell of blood. Now, I'm no expert, but that seems like kind of a bad thing. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Next week on Friday Night Magic, we take on, I guess, Tamio or someone else that's mad that we're there. I guess Jace got stabbed is the reason he smelled blood, or maybe he's just very close to the blood store. I guess we'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. See you next week for more Stephen Plays Friday Night Magic.